Well, how about this, folks? Notre Dame has landed a commitment from Deuce Knight from Lucedale, Mississippi, George County High School. Quite the crazy recruiting process and 2025 recruiting quarterback saga coming to an end with this commitment. And Kyle, it's definitely one that it's not a total shock, but also this is quite the again, guys, it was a crazy recruiting saga for Notre Dame to end up winning this recruitment. Deuce Knight ranks as the number 39 overall player, number 3 quarterback per the 2025 on 3 industry ranking, and you see below the the different rankings for him. So yeah, Kyle, I mean, he's a fantastic player, crazy recruitment. What was your initial reaction when you heard, Deuce Knight would be committing to Notre Dame?
I about fell over. Luckily, I was sitting down, but I just could not believe this latest turn in this uh, tumultuous Notre Dame recruiting in 2025. And I say that knowing that, what happened in the 2023 cycle where Notre Dame had several different options. None of them really worked out until they landed a commitment from Kenny Minchie. Obviously, this was completely different, although there were a lot of twists and turns, possibly Bear Bachmeyer ending up in the fold. But this is all about Deuce Knight. This is Deuce Knight's class. He solidified his spot by committing to Notre Dame and gave the Irish truly a potential 5-star um, potential prospect. He's an outstanding recruit, and this was just a massive pickup from Notre Dame going into SEC country, picking up a quarterback that's a top 50 guy, a top 5 passer in the 2025 cycle, elite caliber football player. Unbelievable pickup for Marcus Freeman, Gino Guidugli, Jared Parker, the offensive coordinator, Chad Bowden, director of recruiting. Everyone on Notre Dame staff really had to do a great job to bring this one together, and they'll get him on campus for the Ohio State game on Saturday, and from there we could see a lot of momentum start to build in Notre Dame's class.
Yeah, folks, if you like this video, which I'm sure you do, because Notre Dame just landed its highest ranked quarterback commit since Gunnar Kiel, with Knight being the number 39 overall player. So definitely quite the big pickup here for the Fighting Irish. So yeah, hit the thumbs up on this video if you have not subscribed to our channel for more Notre Dame football recruiting content. And obviously, it's just Notre Dame football as well. Please do subscribe. So, oh man, Kyle. In terms of him as a player, he is electric as they come. The potential is through the roof here. 6'4", 180, 190 pounds, and he's 6'4" and a half true as well. Over the spring, he ran a 4.53 40-yard dash. I mean, so those measurables are crazy. Him on the move, him in the pocket, just everything about this kid is truly electric. I think that the floor for him might be a little bit lower than like a CJ Carr or maybe even a Bear Bachmeyer, but the potential for this kid, yeah, the ceiling is higher than those guys, and I don't think it's particularly close, just in my opinion. Now, in terms of the recruiting process here, wow, Kyle, as we've been saying for I think up to 2 months or so, it's been first come first serve for between Bachmeyer, the another talented signal caller out of Southern California. Between Bachmeyer and Knight, again, it was who's going to make that call first to make that commitment. I logged a prediction for Notre Dame to land Bachmeyer, I think on this past Monday night, so just 7 days ago. Um, I mean, some of my sources at Notre Dame were like, Mike, why haven't you logged that prediction yet? Like, what are you waiting for? Because he visited for the Central Michigan game. The full expectation was for him to commit on campus. Like, that's what everyone I talked to thought would happen. He went home and thought, wanted to think things over. And Deuce Knight, from what I'm told, called on Sunday and committed to Notre Dame Sunday night, I believe. So, um, crazy recruiting process. Notre Dame would have been thrilled to have either quarterback. But I think if you um, you know, made them pick one, it would, Deuce would probably have been the guy. And I know that the Notre Dame coaches are doing cartwheels today, and then Deuce announces it here on Monday. So yeah, Kyle, it's been a crazy ride here, and yeah, again, he's quite the player.
Yeah, I wrote in my 5 thoughts, which you can find on Blue and Gold, that how ironic this commitment is the week of the Ohio State game, because this circles back to former Buckeyes head coach Urban Meyer calling out Notre Dame just before the start of the actual college football season toward the end of August, and criticizing Notre Dame for not getting talented 5-star quarterback recruits, and basically um, pouring water on the Sam Hartman fire of him coming to Notre Dame from Wake Forest. Urban Meyer was very critical of that. Well, here we go. The week of the Ohio State game, Deuce Knight, who I think on 3 ranks as the number 28 overall player. If it stays that way, he would be a 5-star prospect in the 2025 class. Well, Urban, there's your 5-star quarterback for Notre Dame. And I know you mentioned he's just starting to um, this is about potential, and I think he's just starting to scratch the surface. During his sophomore season, completed 111 of 174 passes. That's about 64% for 1,780 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I'm glad you mentioned that 40-yard dash time because you can see it with his stats. 488 yards and 12 touchdowns on 54 carries as a sophomore. That amounts to 9 yards per carry. You're basically getting a first down pickup every single time Deuce Knight runs the football. And of course, Deuce Knight was with Nashville Lipscomb Academy to start his junior season, completed 57 of 108 passes for 627 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, rushed for 153 yards and 3 scores on 35 carries. Deuce Knight heading back home to Luckdale, Mississippi, George County for the remainder of his junior season. He should be active sometime next month and available to play after sitting out a few games. But yeah, this is pretty much Notre Dame's number one guy. They offered 2 other guys on Pot of Gold Day along with Knight. They reaffirmed their interest in 5-star plus Bryce Underwood, who they were going to take their shot there. Gino Gaduli had a relationship with Underwood dating back to Cincinnati. But I think the buzz going back to that Pot of Gold Day was that Deuce Knight was realistically the guy Notre Dame had the best chance with. They prioritized him after he got to campus in April for his visit. They really courted him when he got to campus the second time on, I think it was July 27th, which was the first or second day of Notre Dame preseason camp. And now it brings us to today where Notre Dame just added a terrific passer into the fold.
Yeah. And you just look at Notre Dame quarterback recruiting in general. I mean, just how impressive it is. Like, thank you, Tommy Rees, for the last 6 months or so for what you did for quarterback recruiting, and then leading into Gino Gaduli, because you got Deuce Knight, number 39 overall, number 3 quarterback. Again, the 2023 class was a bit of a disaster at times, but ended up with a really good, solid quarterback in Kenny Minchie, number 171 overall player, number 14 quarterback. So he committed, what was it, last November to the Irish, and then about 5 months before that, CJ Carr, top 50 quarterback in the on 3 industry ranking, picked the Irish. So you go from Minchie to Carr to Knight. I mean, yeah, Urban Meyer's take there. Yeah, not the greatest right now in terms of the immediate. Um, was it 15 months or so with Minchie, Carr, and Knight. Um,
Mike,
yeah,
I gotta throw in this stat that I think you might like since you're bringing up Minchie and Carr. If Carr and Deuce Knight maintain their current on 3 industry ranking, it will be the first time the Irish have signed a top 15 quarterback in 3 consecutive cycles since the 2006 the 2008 recruiting cycles, when they had Zach Frazier, Jimmy Clausen, and Dane Chris from 2006 to 2008. So heck of a start for Marcus Freeman.
yeah. I don't know whether to be more excited about that or more like pondering how the heck Notre Dame went so long without it. But we'll go with the former. Notre Dame landing a commitment from Deuce Knight, guys. I'm telling you, and talking to sources, there could not be more excitement, like inside the Goog. Cartwheels are being done, in the football offices. So Deuce Knight committing to the Fighting Irish, offers from Alabama, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Auburn, Georgia, Oregon. The list goes on. Just a monumental pickup for the Fighting Irish. Let us know what you think about this commitment in the comments section of this video. Hit that thumbs up, of course. We'll be talking about Deuce Knight throughout the week on our Blue and Gold YouTube channel, as well as previewing Notre Dame versus Ohio State on the game falling on September 23rd. So again, folks, stay locked into our YouTube channel. Head to blueandgold.com for more coverage of this huge news. And as always, folks, we will catch you next time.